Hi everyone, it's Jess, aka Colouring Bumblebee, and I'm back today with another video for you. Today I'm going to be flipping through both colouring books by the artist Emelie Lidehäll Öberg. She has 2 colouring books as of yet. Fairytales and Folklore you have seen a lot in the YouTube colouring community recently. This is a reprint of her original colouring book Saga Rock Sagna with a few extra bonus images. And Fairytales, this is still available, one of her older books, and is in a square format, same size as sort of Johanna Basford, Kirby Rosanna's. And this just arrived for me today as I saw it dropped in price on Amazon UK, so I decided to snatch it up. So I thought it would be fun to flip through them both. I think I'll start with Fairytales and then I'll do Fairytales and Folklore. I'll put timestamps down below in case you're only interested in one. So this is Fairytales, and I did flip through this myself when I first got it. It does have an inside cover which you can colour with this nice design. It feels sort of similar material quality to a Johanna Basford inside cover, and it is published by Gibbs Smith. Do they do mythographic books? Do they? No, that's Castle Point. Gibbs Smith is familiar to me. If you know what they do, let me know. We have a lovely title page here for a book belongs to, and we get straight into the images. And what I like about Emelie's artwork is that she does them single-sided, which just makes pages a little bit more manageable. But I just love the way she draws her animals. And then we have some florally designs. Usually I don't like books with loads of patterns in, but I think with Emelie's artwork it really works to add to the image rather than create unnecessary detail. And you don't have to colour all these little sections, you can colour over it, outline the black with like a gold pen or something like that. I think especially here, like, it creates this nice feather effect on the swan. I love this little guy. He is so cute, having a little snooze in the middle here. But we have a variety of simpler pages and full detailed pages with all these teacups here with some nice different patterns just to create a bit of interest for you. I usually hate wallpaper pages, but this looks really relaxing to colour for me. I would probably do the background in Tombow Jewel brush pens and have a limited colour palette for the flowers. Maybe do some gold for the frames. Flipping through this one really caught my eye for some reason. Got this lady with a load of scarves around her neck and some animals poking out. Love the teepee. We've got this sort of frog princess here. We have just a variety of different images. I like how we have some of generic objects. I like this one with all the cakes and treats with the birds. You have some naturey themed ones. Animals, love both of these pages. I think this would look really nice with similar colour palettes brought across to both. But the otters in the teacup is just so adorable. I love this deer in the suitcase. Her art style is simple yet intricate in a way, if that makes any sense. Like, you've got large areas to colour, so it allows you the opportunity to do a lot of shading, but those large areas have patterns or details within them. This is a really fun Easter page. So like here, you've got a large watering can, some large flowers, but they're not just open spaces. You've got some lines, some dots, some details that you can colour for interest, you can ignore. This one with the berries and the cupcakes and the washing line. I love the scene of this one. Got a Beauty and the Beast inspired flower in a glass jar there. Lovely one for Christmas time. The ornaments and the deer there. Look at all these stuffed animals. That would be fun to just do them wild, crazy colours. I really love this one with the 2 books and the house on top. I think that's really sweet. And with each of these being single-sided, it gives you the opportunity to use matching colour palettes or have them be completely different. I think these two give autumnal vibes with the falling leaves on this one, so it'd be really fun to match some of those colours across to here with the smaller objects. Just these bunnies packing up their suitcases is so adorable. This is one of my favourite pages in here, perfect for winter time, the little snow rabbit with the ice skates. Love that flower globe, that is stunning. Probably find a colour cube palette for that and keep it nice and limited. Oh, look at the deer. I love the way she draws deers. They look so cute and cuddly. This is the image from the front cover. Is it? Yes, it is. I do like this colour palette with the sort of pale green and pink and gold details. Would be nice to maybe try and copy it across. The cuckoo clock is really cute. Gives me Christmas vibes. I think probably because of these bells down here. I could see it in a Christmas colour palette. Really fun hot air balloon there. Very smart looking sailor mouse. Weasel, not sure. Wow, look at all of the patterns on this peacock here. I could see myself mindlessly colouring this with just some water-based markers, picking a few colours and going to town on it. Maybe colouring this page first and using the same colours across on that one. Look at that deer, all the berries surrounding it. I love colouring berries, don't know what it is, but this page looks lovely. Got a fun gingerbread house. I do like the variety of seasons this book portrays. With the shape of these leaves, it gives me autumnal vibes. You've got a nice jumper on, some tea or coffee there. And you've also got some fun summery ones with a mermaid. Wow. This is like the ultimate infinity scarf here. It's fun how they're all different patterns in the sections, but I wonder how you'd make that look cohesive. I'd have to find some finished pages of that. And I love this one with the mouse in the suitcase, with the mushrooms sort of framing the image. And there we have it, dedicated to Elise. Absolutely gorgeous book, bit of an older one. Does it say when it was published? I'm interested. 2017, or the Swedish edition was published in 2016. So an older book, but I thought it would be fun to flip through it together. That is Fairytales by Emelie Lidehäll Öberg. And then the new / old / re-released book, Tales and Folklore. This was published just a couple months ago and is a reprint of Saga och Sagna, which was originally published, does it say? It doesn't say. It just says that this was published in 2024. But the paper of this is the thickest I've ever experienced. And I've already coloured a page, which you will see. And it was amazing. This book was created much in thanks to the petition that Colour with Claire put out I know I signed it because I really loved the look of Sagarok Sagna and would love to get my hands on it. It was pretty much impossible before this book got re-released. And the first page, I think the first 10 pages are new to this book. We've got these deer, some fun mermaid inspired ones. And these are inspired by fairy tales and Swedish folklore. I love all these mice, that's such a fun one. I wish there was an index that told you what each of the fairy tales were or what they were based off. I mean, obviously not every page is going to be based off a fairy tale, like this is just a bucket of flowers with a house in it, not necessarily based on a fairy tale, but for those that are, it would be great to have a list. Even if it was on Instagram where she went through the book and said what each of them were based on. Love this one with this gnome guy and the mouse at the sort of tree stump house. It is just filled with the most gorgeous, stunning pictures. Again, this book goes through all the seasons, not in order and not specifically, but it has pages to suit all seasons. So it's a great book to have all year round. Love this one with all the animals. It's a bit hard to make out them because she uses this really interesting sort of like hatch marks to mark the fur, but once it's coloured, you'll be able to stand it out a bit more. This is my favourite page in the whole book. I just think the composition of it is so cute with the bunnies going inside the basket and all these jam jars. Really fun summary page. And this one is perfect for Easter. Really like that one too. I know a lot of people have got this book and there are a lot of flip throughs up already. If you wanted to see both of her books together, this is the video for you. This one's really fun of the scene inside the snow globe. Another cute Easter page. Quite a few Easter ones actually. And this teapot house, love that one. I love houses made out of unusual objects like teapots, watering cans, or tree stumps. Like, I just think they're so cute and whimsical. This witch one is really fun with all the flowers. I have this page flagged because I'm doing it as a buddy colour for November. Can't wait to colour it. I've just finished the previous page I was working on, so I will be starting that soon. Because this book is a group buddy project book hosted by Doodle Robot. We are colouring this page for December, where every other month we pick a page and vote on it. And we colour that. We plan a month ahead, so we voted for that page at the start of November, but it's to be completed by the end of December. The first page we did for October, that I've just finished today on the 15th of November. This reminds me of Beauty and the Beast, the enchanted mirror that shows you what you want to see. So this was the page picked for November. I used polychromos, did black acrylic paint for the background, and glitter gel pen for the stars and some details on the dragon. Really loved colouring this, and I have fallen in love with Emelie's art style. Do have a bit of paint bleed through just because it was on the edge of the paper and went underneath, but that's fine. Nothing bled through itself, not even a shadow. This snake one is gorgeous. Don't usually colour snakes, but that's really, really beautiful. I think another thing I was so impressed about this book is the sheer amount of pages. I think I went through and counted and there's 100 or 101, which for a book this size and with such thick paper is just so impressive. Look, another fun house, this time made out of a jug. Yeah, when I first received this, went through and picked out a few of my favourite pages, and it was so hard to pick out just a few because there were so many gorgeous ones. You asked me on a different day, I'd probably pick out other different ones. Love this one, kind of Alice in Wonderland inspired with the lock, the keyhole, that's what it's called, and the sort of white rabbit, mushrooms. Really love this polar bear with the suitcases. I think that's adorable. Nice autumnal one, the acorns. And we have one double page spread, which is this absolutely gorgeous scene of all these mice walking through the flowers. Maybe they're going on a trip. One's got a suitcase. That would take a while to colour, but would look just beautiful finished. And the final page is these mice sleeping in teacups. And here is Emelie. So I cannot wait to see what else she has in store, because I have heard that she's working on a couple more books, but they won't be released for some time. But Emelie, if you're watching this, I love your books. I love your style. I cannot wait for more. I'd love to see you give an explanation of some of the fairy tales that are in this book, because I love learning about them, and it just makes it more fun to colour when you've got a reference. So let me know in the comments below, have you got either of these books? Have you got this book recently? Do you have the original Saga Roxana? I'd love to know. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone!